deliver customers both here and, most importantly, from an export perspective around the globe. To put this in perspective, I want to say a few words about the building, but you'll get to see most of it on the tours afterwards. What you see here is 217,000 square feet of prime manufacturing, assembly, warehouse, and distribution space. As I mentioned, we've tripled the capacity for manufacturing, but more importantly, we've added the capabilities to build much more large systems, much more complex systems. What you see behind me is dedicated bays for building large, complex systems for our customers in the oil and gas, microelectronics, pharmaceuticals, power, and food and beverage sectors. Great markets for us to grow. And the reason we've got that growth is to enter those sectors. In addition, this space makes it possible for us to build up to 5 containerized systems at a time. We use containerized systems for 2 things. We use them as emergency mobile relief for our customers who want to have relief or emergency water supply in case of an expansion or a shutdown. But they're also a perfect platform to build export systems. Containerized systems are great to send to the developing world because you can put them on a ship, take them off a ship, literally plug them in and turn them on. So, as well as building up a market here in North America, we see a great opportunity to use that capability to really expand our export market. We've also designed this building to bring together the front end of our process and the back end of manufacturing. So as you'll see, the designers, the project managers, the application engineers sit behind us in the expanded office space, side by side with the manufacturing team building the equipment they're shipping out. So, great facts, great business, great building, but I think it says a lot more than just a building. This really speaks to Culligan's desire to expand, provide economic development within the community. A lot of you know that Culligan started in this area. It's 77 years old, and it started in a blacksmith shop in Northwood, Illinois, just south of here. Today, 77 years later, it's a global company with 800 locations in 90 countries around the world. So we've come a long way, but the roots have always been here in Illinois. And the headquarters of this company today is in Rosemont. Great location, it's a thriving community, a great skill base for our particular industry, lots of talent to call on. It's also a great place to live. Many of you here from Libertyville, this is home. This is where you come back to after work. And also say it's newest resident, I think, is going to be our new CEO, Scott Wilson, who's building a house around the corner. So it's appeal to Culligan employees, new and old. As I mentioned, Culligan's committed to economic development. And I want to applaud Director Adam Collette, Deputy Director Dan Seals, and the staff of the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for their outstanding work in this regard. We've been employing people in this area for 3/4 of the century. Today, at the corporate level, we have 222 employees in the area, but more importantly, this building, this organisation supports a very robust dealer network. There are 300 employees working for Culligan dealers throughout Illinois and over 6,000 working for Culligan dealers in 650 locations across the country. So this building provides a critical role in supporting the livelihoods of almost 7,000 people directly employed in Culligan. So I mentioned earlier, we're a growing company, we're investing in growth. This is an obvious example of that investment, but it's not the only one. We have rigorous plans to continue our expansion and to provide the skills, facilities and products that our dealers and our direct sales channels need to grow. Our goal is to provide the best possible markets and then to start looking for the global demand for these products, both in the residential, commercial and industrial spaces. To that end, we're proud to work with our colleagues, Julie Carducci at the United States Department of Commerce. We've worked with the Department of Commerce for several years now, looking to really expand the export side of this business. This facility has already shipped in a short history systems for oil rigs with Petroecuador.
It is a pleasure to be here. I'm the Assistant Director for the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. And on behalf of Governor Quinn, I want to congratulate you on your success so far. I actually want to pick up as well on Alan's story and telling us about sort of Culligan's beginnings and where it's going. Because in a lot of ways it relates to the story of Illinois' economy. Today we are the 5th largest economy in the country, one of the top 20 economies on the planet. If we were a freestanding country, we'd actually be just above about Saudi Arabia, fighting it out with Sweden for making it to place 17. That said, it didn't happen by accident. The 80 consul generals that are based here, the 44 international trade commissions, the 26 international trade chambers, it didn't happen by accident. It started at first because of our location.